Shortly after Twitter was announced in 2006, I spent some time thinking about the relationships between a number of factors that would have an impact on the growth of the Twitter community. It has, in fact, since 2006, grown to 140 million active users as of July 12th of 2012, after 300 weeks of growth. And since this model came back up to the top of the list for revision, I thought I'd go ahead and create a video of it and share it with you so you could think about it and provide me some feedback as to the extent to which I'm on the mark or off the mark or whatever. So to begin with, um, some number of Twitter users in the Twitter community have a tendency, because they're infatuated with the whole concept of Twitter, um, send messages to friends and ask them to go ahead and follow them on Twitter, which creates new users, which increases the size of the Twitter community. So we have a reinforcing growth loop that cycles on an ongoing basis. And while that's happening, those new users don't just come from nowhere. They in fact have to come from a potential community of Twitter users, those individuals who have a potential to be interested in using something that has the capabilities of Twitter. It's, something less than the 6 billion people on the planet, though I don't know exactly how big it might be. Um, though the creation of new users decreases the potential users, and we therefore have a balancing loop. In conjunction with that, the the Twitter community spreads stories about Twitter and their fascination with it, so that even though it's not the direct follow me as in the initial loop, it does in fact have a tendency to create new users and increase the Twitter community, which is therefore another growth loop. That set of stories that are told also has the potential to increase the potential user community, therefore increasing new users and increasing the Twitter community. So we end up with another R4 growth loop. Continuing on, some number of members in the Twitter community will become disillusioned with Twitter over time because they expected too much for Twitter, or it just didn't do quite what they expected it to do, or they had run-ins with different people, whatever. For one reason or another, as the community grows, it's expected that the number of disillusioned users will grow, and they will in fact subtract from the Twitter community. So we have a balancing loop. There is also a tendency for the growth of the community, the demand on the organization developing and managing Twitter will have a negative impact on the service level. It seems to be typical for organizations that are growing rapidly. They outstrip their service capacity. And a positive service level would have a tendency to decrease disillusioned users to some extent, though because the service is declining, it doesn't help to promote disillusioned users to the extent that it should, and therefore tends to decrease the Twitter community, and we have another balancing loop. That positive service level would in fact promote more Twitter stories, increasing the potential users and new users and increasing the Twitterverse, though as the service level is declining, it will tend to promote fewer stories. So, and this is not a growth, this is actually a balancing loop. And I created this video a few minutes ago and found out that I had actually mislabeled this influence, and I forgot to change this label. Continuing on, the service level should in fact directly increase the potential user community, and that contributes to new users, and therefore we end up with another balancing loop. Though I'm not sure that this loop is real. I It may be that that service level leads to stories, and that increases the potential user base as opposed to a direct influence. I mean, it's hard to tell at this point. So these are all of the influences that came to mind when I was thinking about the growth and development of the Twitter community. So think about it and let me know what I should have included and what I included that I didn't include, and the relationships that may in fact be incorrect. Have at it. See you in the next video. Bye.